So shall I start? Okay, so in today's class, we will discuss class and object. What is class and what is object, and actually how we can implement your class and object in program, a C++ program. Okay, so before we start class and object, just revisit what we have discussed in the last class. In the last class, we have discussed the object oriented features or object oriented programming concepts. Okay, so the it's also called oops concept. So the first we have discussed what is class. Can anybody unmute your mic and can speak what is the meaning of class? What do you understand by class? Okay, so
Objects,
okay, yes, please speak.
collection of objects.
Yes, collection of objects, but similar kind of objects. Similar kind of objects. There is a many kind of objects, but the definition of class is collection of similar kind of object. Like we have discussed, fruit. Fruit is a class. In this class, there is a many object, but similar. Means there must be a fruit. Like apple is a fruit, banana is a fruit, orange is a fruit, pomegranate is a fruit. Means there's only fruit will belong to your class fruit. Okay, you cannot say the pumpkin is a fruit. Okay, because pumpkin is a vegetable. Okay, so there must be similar kind of object. Okay, so the object of definition of object is it is instance of class, means which belongs to particular class. Like apple, now apple is your object which belongs to fruit class. Okay, like student, we have a student class. In student class there is a collection of students, there is a many students. Okay, so the particular student, suppose there is a one student Rahul, so Rahul is the object of the class student. Okay, then we have discussed encapsulation. Hey, there's no screen visible na. Okay, one type. Okay, now I think it is visible. Okay, is it visible na? Screen is visible to you?
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the next concept is encapsulation. Encapsulation means we are just encapsulating our data member. 1 minute. The third concept is encapsulation. Encapsulation means we are encapsulating our data members and function into a single unit, like a capsule structure. There's a capsule structure. There's a one side other medicine, and other side is there is a different medicine. Okay, so the one side there's a data members of object or class, and the other side is function or method of that class. Okay, so we are encapsulating data and function into a single unit is called encapsulation. We have discussed this features. Inheritance means one class inherit the properties of other class. Means it's derived, there's in two class, suppose class A and B, and so when your class B is inherit the property of class A, we said B is a derived class and A is a base class, or it's a super class, and this is your subclass. Okay, or we can say this is a parent class and this is child class. Okay, as you know, what the property your parents have you will acquire. Okay, means this class is acquiring the property of superclass. Okay, so this is the concept of inheritance, means one class is inheriting the properties of another class. Okay, this is the concept of inheritance. Polymorphism, we have discussed polymorphism. Polymorphism means a function or a method have many form. A function or method has many form. Okay, when it depend on who is calling that function. Okay, we have discussed, suppose this is a one person who is calling it, reply according to them. Okay, so polymorphism means many form, function has many form. Then abstraction, we have discussed abstraction means we are just hiding unessential things and just showing the essential thing to our user or object. Okay, means abstraction there is a many data members, many methods, but we will show only essential methods to our user. Okay, so means we are abstracting unnecessary detail, like there is in a car, there is an in car there is a many things like engine, and engine has there's a different different functionality, many things there is. But at the end, when you derive the car, you have only limited features as visible, like you have steering, you have brake, you have accelerator, and some kind of other features only. The other thing we just cover up with the body. Okay, means what the thing is not necessary, we will cover up. Okay, abstracting means we're just showing the essential thing only, we're just covering other unessential thing. So this is the six features of object oriented programming. Okay, and these are the very important features, you have to know all about this. Now start today's class with concept of class. As you know, class is like a blueprint of an object. What is the meaning of blueprint? Anybody know? If you know the meaning of blueprint, can unmute your mic and speak.
टाइपिंग मतलब वो पूरा उसका पेन पेपर पे हो जाता है सब कुछ.
Yes, exactly. Kind of map or naksha. Okay. So when you planning to build your building or home, we have some kind of naksha. Okay. So in this naksha, there is an everything. What is the structure of your home going to build? Okay. Before building anything, we just plan or model our things. Like when you planning to build a bridge or flyover, there is some kind of naksha we build. Okay, some kind of structure we build before actually we are going to build that thing. Okay, so the class is the same. Class is the same concept. We just here in class we define this structure. What are going to our structure? Okay, so in class we are just defining a structure of object. What will be the structure? Like in the your map of your home, or naksha of your map, naksha of your house going to build, there is some kind of, you decide there's in my bedroom, there's some kind of let washroom or let bath, or there's some kind of kitchen is here, main entrance is here, then some door here. Means you are just defining your structure of your home before we are going to actually build the house or home. Okay, so class is just defining the structure, overall structure. So the class is a blueprint for an object is home actually, which is going to build is object, and the naksha or the structure we defining before we are going to build is blueprint. So class, change the color, class is blueprint, and your object is actual thing or physical existing things is object. Okay, so as we have discussed in fruit class, fruit is a logical entity. Fruit has does not existence. Which is existence? Apple has existence, orange has existence, banana has existence. These are the object which actually existence. But fruit is just logical entities, we are just defining the collection of fruits. So many kind of fruits. Okay, so collection of object is called class, but similar kind, they must be similar. Okay, and class is a logical entities, not physical existence. Okay, this is just a logical entities. A C, a class in C++ is a building block that leads to object-oriented programming. As we have discussed in the first class, when we were discussing the class and class and object concept, your whole object-oriented programming is around objects. Okay, so if you have remembered, we discussed the evolution of programming. First, there's a machine language programming, which the code write in just form of machine language like 0101, but which is not understand, which the language we cannot understand. 0101, we cannot understand what is the meaning of your program. So the next language we have developed is assembly level programming. In assembly level programming, we just write code like the form of add, subtract, multiply, move, jump. This keyword we used for understanding the code, machine level code, but it's not quite effective because there's some sometimes there's a very lengthy program. we cannot understand why just 8 subtract jump. So we developed the next programming language, a high level programming language, or structured programming language, or procedural programming language. There's a many line of code we can easily understand, like the C program. Okay, and we just break our program into form of different functions. So when we divide or break our program into functions, we called it as function oriented programming language. Okay, but the main features we have again missed, which is security. In function there's an data, and data can be accessed by any functions. Any function can modify this data, any function can access this data. So we were losing some kind of security. Means anybody can change or modify your personal data as well. Okay, so to just achieve the security, we developed a new language, which is object oriented programming language, which providing you security. Means in object oriented programming language we can set some kind of security mechanism. Is other member function or objects cannot access your personal data or private data. Okay, so when we breaking our program into small objects, so we call this object oriented programming language is object oriented, because it's around the object. When your program is around the function, we call it function oriented. When you are studying a particular course for job, so we will call this course is a job oriented. Means your ultimately goal is job. Okay, sometime you focused for you are studying for particular get the result. Particular particular kind of you set that your target to, I want to achieve the 80% marks or 90% marks. Means you are studying for your target is you are getting the particular percentage. So we call this kind of studies result oriented study. Means you just want to achieve particular result. So when your focus is particular thing, then we call this oriented. In object oriented programming, object is around your program. Okay, means your whole program is around objects. Means we are ultimately we are breaking your code into objects. So that's why we are calling it's object oriented programming language. Means whole program is around object. So we have to understand what is object, what is class, before we start actually implementing a code. Okay, you can see class. In back to your point, class is user defined data type. Means user is defining the type of data. Okay, it's whole two things. First, in your class, suppose there's in one class you have defined, there will be two thing always: data members or data. There will be data or variable or data members. The next will be function or method. In class there's two things: first is data, second is function which use this data, function or method. And this data can be accessed by this function only. So, I will say this whole what is PPT or this document. So you will study. Just I'm skipping this all this theory part. You will, I think you will can read and can easily understand. Okay, so start with some example. There is an consider a class car. Now I want to declaring a car as a class. So there are so many cars with different names. So car is a logical entities, and many different cars with different brand or different models, which is actually a object which share common properties. Okay, what are the common properties? Each or every car has some particular wheels. There's a car, there's some four wheels. There is some kind of speed limit, some kind of controlling mechanism like steering, brake and accelerator. And each means all these cars share common properties. Okay, so we will call this car is a class, and different car different car belongs to this car class are objects this class car. Okay, a class is a user defined data type which data members and member function, as we've discussed. Data members are the variable we've declared, and member function are the function used to manipulate this variable. Means, again, highlight this point. If your member data in your class, there is a two thing: data and function. Function use this data. Okay, you cannot directly access this data. You will access your function, then this function will access your data. Suppose this function is like a some kind of function, like if you have mobile phone, you can easily understand by this example. Suppose your mobile phone, there in your mobile phone there is a many functions. Okay, you use this function, and this function will change your data. You cannot change your data directly. You will use only function, and this function will you can change your data. Okay, like in AC there is a remote. Why the remote? You can apply a different function, and the corresponding function your AC will respond. So you can change your temperature of AC, increase or decrease. Means you are just pressing the button, means you are just calling the function, and after calling the function, this function change the data. It is changing. Suppose your temperature is current temperature is 28. When you increase the temperature, it will increase 22 will 23, 24. Means this is the data. It is changing by function. Means your function is ultimately accessing your data. You cannot directly go to data and change the value. You will call function, then function will change your data. Means there's a one line: data function used to manipulate this variable. You cannot directly manipulate this variable. Together called the manual. And this function defines the properties and behavior of the object class. The next is object. Object, as you know, is a identifiable entities with some characteristics and behavior. Each object has some characteristics and behavior. Characteristic means what are the properties of that object, and behavior means what are the operation can perform by that object. Like suppose we are talking about the person. Person is a class, and in person there is one person, Rahul. Rahul is a person. Okay, means Rahul is an object, and it has some properties. Rahul has its name, its age, is suppose mobile number, addresses. These are the properties. Means what kind of data it hold. Okay, name it's hold, its age is hold, it has mobile number and its address. These are the just characteristic or properties. And behavior, what kind of operation performed by Rahul. Rahul can eat, Rahul can walk, Rahul can sing, Rahul can play. This is the method, this is the function which performed by Rahul. Okay, characteristic means what are the data it has. Its name, Rahul has its name. What is the name? I just write the Rahul. Age, suppose it's 19-year-old. It's a mobile number 1234 something. Suppose address is living in Bilwara. So this is the characteristics and behavior. What the operation can perform by Rahul. Okay, Rahul can eat, Rahul can walk, Rahul can run. So these are the just methods or function. What are the function performed by your object. An object is an instance of class. As we discussed in the first class, it's an instance of a class defined. When you declared a class, it not allocate the memory in your system. Your memory allocation will happen only at the time of object declaration. Okay, again I'm just repeating. When you declared a class, memory will not be allocated. It will allocate only when you declared object. Okay, at the time of declaration of class, there is no memory allocation. Memory allocation will happen only at the time of object declaration. We will discuss this point at the time of actual program, when we declared actual when we actual implement a program. Okay. Okay, here a class provide the blueprint as we have discussed. So here, as you can see, a table is a class. This table, just asking to you, this table, particular table I'm talking about, the particular, is a class or object? Please unmute your mic and speak. A picture is shown to you and you at your screen. Please tell, this table is an object or class? I'm audible? Okay, so
The object.
object.
Sir, object.
How you can say this is object?
डिफरेंट टाइप्स के हैं ये सारे, क्लास में सेम टाइप में होते हैं सारे.
Okay, I'm just talking about this particular table only. Okay, so when we just mute your mic, when we talk about the particular thing, then this is an object. If there is a collection of different tables and each table has different brand or different colors or many other things, then we will call this a class of table. And in this class table, there's a different kind of tables. Okay, study table or computer table or other kind of table. Here we are talking about this particular table is the real entity. You can touch it or you can see it. So this is a table, is a object. Like this is a fan. When we talk about the particular thing, this is object. Here this is object. The bike, we talk about the bike, then it's a class. Then particular bike, like which bike is this, I don't know the brand of this bike. When I talk about the particular bike, then it's an object. In just generally I say it's a bike, so it's a class. In this bike class there's a many kind of bikes. Okay, like pen, this pen is object. But pen class, and there's a pen class, then the many kind of a pen is possible. Like keyboard, this keyboard is object, as you can see, is a particular item only. So this example, how we declared a class, just write class keyword and your class name. How we declared a class, just write class keyword followed by your class name. Here I just declared a class person. Okay, curly braces open, then set your data members or variable. My first data is name of person. Name, the length is 20 character and type is character. The next is ID. What is the ID? Identification of this person is ID. Is type is
Hello.
teaser. Hello.
सर हमारी 12:30 पे क्लास है सर.
बेटा किसकी क्लास है?
टीसी
सर जितेंद्र सर की.
नहीं, 12 से 1 तो ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड की क्लास है ना, आप लोग की शेड्यूल क्लास है.
सर लेकिन सर 12:30 बजे हमारी क्लास से सर ने बोला.
किसने बोला है? जितेंद्र सर ने. कोई एक स्टूडेंट बोलिए. हेलो.
हेलो.
हाँ, कोई एक स्टूडेंट बोला.
यस सर.
हाँ.
यस सर. यस सर 12:30 बजे हमारी जितेंद्र सर की क्लास है.
टीसी की.
यस सर टीसी.
तो आप लोगों की क्लास तो 12 से 1 इसकी होती है ना, उसकी.
यस सर, लेकिन सर ने हमें मैसेज करके किया है कि 12:30 बजे तुम्हारी क्लास है, इसलिए.
1 मिनट सर से कोई बात करेंगे क्या कि आप सर 1 बजे कर दीजिए, क्लास चल रही है. आप में से कोई बात करेंगे क्या? क्या करना है बताओ अभी.
हाँ ठीक है, किसी के पास नंबर हो तो वो बात कर ले.
एक काम कीजिए, 10 मिनट्स एक्सटेंड करते हैं. 12:40 को छोड़ देंगे, ठीक है. 10 मिनट एक्सटेंड कर लेते सर, 10 मिनट्स आगे ले लेंगे क्लास, ठीक है.
ठीक है सर.
Okay, so when we declared a class name, then first we declared the data members of your class. There is a 2 data members, its name and its identification ID, and then your method or function. We declared a function get details. Okay, we declared the function get detail is a function, and this is your data. Okay, we use some one access specifier public. I will discuss all the access specifier in detail after this slide. And here your main method into main, and how we can declare the object, your class name. Your class name is here person followed by your object name. Now your P1 is object, which type is person. P1 is object and it belongs to which class? Person class. So this kind of you can declare a object. Okay. So when you declare the object P1, it will get memory allocation. Okay. Here, as you declared a person, it will not get memory allocation in memory. It will get only memory allocation when you declared a particular object. Okay. Like here once more, see, this is all are the objects. Pen, this pen is object, this board is object, this laptop is object, this bench is object, this projector is an object, this particular bike is an object. So what is an object? Object is just a physical entities which actual existence. Okay. The object which is the physical existence, okay, which called the object. But here you can see result. Result is not a physical existence. It's a logical unit which belongs to a student. Okay. As the same way, bank account. Bank account is not a physical existence. It's a logical unit. Okay. Like here, this person has a logical entities. Okay. What is the object of this person? Like Rahul, Rohit, Sumit, these are the objects which has the physical existence. Person is not a physical existence. It's just a logic symbol to just present the person entities. Okay. So this is a person, this is a car. It not belong to any particular car, then this is the class. When we talk about the different car, then it's a object. Like bank account. Bank account. Okay. So just discuss one by one what are the data members of this class. Person class is the name, age, weight is the data members. And methods, what are the methods can perform by this person? Is person can eat, person can sleep, person can walk. The object, what are the properties of object? It's company, which company, car, sorry, car, I'm talking about the car. What is the company of this car? What is the company of color of this car? What the fuel type of the car? And different methods, what are the methods we can apply over the car? We can start the car, we can drive the car, we can stop the car. And in the same way, account, what are the data members? Account number, account holder name, account type. And methods are deposit, withdrawal. We can deposit in our account, we can withdraw money from our account, and we can transfer money from one account to another account. Okay. So class is a blueprint of an object, and class describe the object, what are the structure going to your object. Okay. So as you can see, this is simple structure of your car. This is not specialized car, this is generalized car. Okay. So class, car, what are the entities a car can have? Its company name, model, color, manufacturing year, what are the price of car, fuel type of car, mileage, gear type, power steering, anti locking braking system, and what are the methods over we can define the car. And these are the object. Honda City car is an object, belongs to car class. Hyundai i20 is a object of class car. Sumo Grand is a object, means this is a particular. Mercedes E class is a object, belongs to car class. Swift Desire is an object, means when we talk about the particular thing is an object, and generalized form it's a car. All these all are cars in generalized form. It's collection of cars, and in this collection there's many different kind of cars. Okay. So I'm sure you have declared all the concept of class and object, and what is the meaning of class and what is the meaning of object. So how we can actually implement class and object in your programming? Here just write the class followed by your class name, and curly braces open and close. Inside the curly braces open close, we can declare data members of class and function of your class. So we will discuss this point in next class, how we can write a class, how to create an object, or how to access the data members or members of your class. Okay. So write in chat box D for dog for attendance. Write D for dog in chat for attendance. and please from TC student can tell me which time you are free today, in which slot you are available for today's extended class. Unmute your mic and please speak. Anyone student, or you, if you have any CR, then please CR speak. Pradyuman? No Pradyuman, okay. So please speak at which time you are available. Nobody is from TC? TT student, at which time you are available?
सर आप देख लो कभी भी।
आज आप लंच के बाद फ्री है
सर अभी लैब में है मैंने।
जी? लैब
सर
है
कुछ कुछ स्टूडेंट्स की लैब होती है लंच के बाद।
तो आप टीटी
सर
में
2 बजे बाद
ओके ओके टीटी में सुनिए टीटी में आपका कोई एक सीआर होगा, ऐसे गर्भित है शायद, सीआर है कि नहीं पता नहीं, मुझसे बात की एक बार दोस्त ने, तो गर्भित को अपना अवेलेबल टाइम बता दें टीटी वाले, और टीसी वाले कोई एक उनका सीआर बना लीजिए और उसको बोल दीजिए, वो मुझे कॉल करके बता देंगे आप अवेलेबल कब है। ठीक है, तो अभी मैं जस्ट वाइंड अप कर रहे हैं क्लास। यदि किसी को डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए, अदरवाइज नेक्स्ट क्लास में बात करना आप लोग।
सर आज तो लैब है।
ओके, तो आप अवेलेबल नहीं, आप आपस में डिस्कस कर लो, जब भी आप अवेलेबल हो आप मुझे बता देना, उस टाइम पे मैं क्लास ले लूंगा। आप लोग आपस में बात कर लेना, पूरे टीटीडीसी वाला जो भी आपस में डिस्कस कर लो आप, ठीक है? ओके
सर
आप मुझे मैसेज कर देना या कॉल करके बता देना आप अवेलेबल कब है। ओके, तो जस्ट थैंक यू।